even know my own name. Bayledge Sports, people. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. This is gonna be our first ever debate. You know what I'm saying? This is The Debate, episode 1, featuring Yasser TV, big Chelsea fan. Obviously, man's gonna welcome into the stage right now. Guys, make sure to follow Yasser TV. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. And then we're locked in, people. Let's go. Big up Yasser. Locked in. What you say, my guy?
Big up to Bayledge, big up to the chat, big up to everyone. And yeah, man, listen, man's always ready to debate. You get me? There's a reason. I got the trophies behind me, bro. You know what I call the trophy room? You know what I'm saying? There's bare trophies there, man. I've even added the Premier League thing because I forgot to add the. You know when you add all the trophies, yeah, I forgot to add the Premier League one, bro. I was like, yo.
Hey, you know what though, Chelsea, you man have done well over the. In fact, this century, you man have done well in regards to trophies, isn't it? And it's kind of jarring. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of jarring when I look at what you guys have done on the west side of London. But that being said, I think that's because of the history from the takeover. You know, Roman Abramovich did what he had to do. You know what I mean? Invested a lot of money into the club, and then obviously Claire Lake. What you want to call them? Claire Lake,
Blueco, innit? Like, I think. So basically, I think Clear Lake owns like the majority stake in Blueco, and then what's it called? I forgot who the other guy is, bro. That's the Bowley and them man on the other part, innit? I forgot their name, but Clear Lake's take Bali, and then the other guys thingy Bowley's thing, innit?
All right. Yeah, man. You man have done really well. Still, obviously, Chelsea was the banter a few seasons ago for spending $1 billion a season, and not necessarily doing much with it. I don't know, innit? I don't know how you feel about that, but from where I'm sitting, it looks like Chelsea. It looked like they wasted that money in regards to the $1 billion that they spent, right? But I guess there's a method to the madness, isn't it? Obviously, you can speak to it as a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do you feel you guys invested over the last couple of years?
You know what it is, yeah. I think about it, and I feel like, if you know how sometimes you might come up with something like an idea, yeah, and everyone thinks you're mad.
Yeah.
No one understands it until it actually booms. Yeah. Let's say you invested into like Bitcoin, and man are looking at you saying, why did you invest in Bitcoin? It's 2005. What's this Bitcoin thing?
Yeah.
But then when it bangs, everyone's thinking, right, how'd you do that? Let me know. This is the kind of thing that our ownership did. Like, it's weird because I might not necessarily agree with everything. Right. I feel like maybe could have done this, maybe could that. But that's kind of the idea like behind it. Because now when you look at the team, you're seeing it as like mad turnaround, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know they spent $1 billion, but basically with the $1 billion we spent, it's like you wanna see with basically the money we put in. Now we're seeing the fruits of our labor, kind of thing. To get it, we've invested and the money's coming at that. What we're seeing now is a little bit later. The thing that has annoyed us the most, I think, is maybe we're not investing top players straight away what we used to. Because remember, this is the thing. Bowley came in and he done an interview straight away on Bloomberg, and he was like, "We have a plan." When I basically came in America, and I took one of the teams when it was all the way low. You get me? We had the plan and we achieved X, Y, and Z. We have to learn to stick to the plan. Now, when I've come to Chelsea, I want to do a similar thing, but obviously football's different. And we want to have all the top talent around the world at Chelsea. This is what he said. So basically, one of the things as well is that they want to cut out Brighton as a middleman. Because they looked at Brighton and basically they've looked at Brighton and said, yo, you see you man are charging us 100 million for Caicedo, yeah. How about we just find the next Caicedo? Like, we find out how you man do it. We get it. We got scouts everywhere, South America, everywhere, like madness. Do you get me? So we already obviously we own Strasbourg club, and I think they want to get another club in them sides as well, in South America. Yeah. And obviously, remember they were laughing at us about this whole selling the women's football team and that. Villa did it. I've heard Arsenal fans say we should sell ours as well. If that allows us to spend, you get it.
Yeah.
But look at Liverpool though. Like, Liverpool, they were laughing at everyone always moaning about why City spending whatever. But when they spent, and people kind of turned on them and saying, "Look how much money you spend," they kind of felt how we felt when we spend money. You get it? So it's like sometimes you don't understand it because you're not really. Sometimes there's a bit of jealousy, but sometimes it's just that whatever. Like instead of turning that attention into, let's say, your ownership and saying, "Yo, right, look, Chelsea just spent," but you man keep saying we ain't got money. For example, yeah. Man are turning on us saying, "Right, look how much money you spent. Like, you cheating." You know, you get it. You get it. That's you should be demanding more.
That's silly guys, though. Like people online love to troll, fam. I think that's what it is. Just in this day and age, bro. No one really wants to have a discussion on what the clubs that fans that big up Chelsea.
I'm with you. Let me explain to you why. Though. I'm with you on that. But you know why? Because I'm not here to compare like. Who's smarter? Who like? I'm not trying to do the whole pride thing.
Yeah,
cool. We have banter.
Yeah,
but I want to understand your like point of view, and then maybe you know something I don't. Like, there's a reason I came on YouTube, innit? I always said that I don't have the most history knowledge. You get me? I don't know who scored when. I don't even remember what score last the game was. Like last season. Like, man, are asking me about certain games. I don't remember. Like, I have to go rewatch it. But yeah, I remember certain periods and certain things that happened that stand out, isn't it? But I'm not one of them guys that just remembers everything. And this is why I like to always have discussions, yeah, because you learn things from other people. Maybe someone learns something from me, whatever, like that kind of thing, yeah.
Legit.
So it's not just about teaching everyone, and I don't always think I'm right. But this is the thing, though, that you come on the internet, man, I think they're smart. Like, yeah, I seen my man earlier. The one that always runs his mouth, that Arsenal fan, he can't even kick a ball, bro. You seen it?
Oh my days, bro. I saw it because of your retweet, bro.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, that's the one that tells you don't know ball. My man's world class, but he don't even know how to kick a ball, bro. You seen it? He was swearing to kick the ball.
Bro, it was crazy. I said, nah, how is man moving so stiff?
Man was hitting it with all the power and just about it was clipping the top of that fence to go over, like, bro, like. And there's the same man that'll tell you, play 4-3-3. You know what I call them, man? Yeah, you're just watching football on a calculator. Those are the guys that use stats to come here and then argue with us, basically 24/7. Yeah, and I can't argue with those people, bro. Like, this is why I lose my head.
And this is my issue with the content creators nowadays, because, bro, you see, bare content creators always talking like what they say is the be all and end all. Like, what they say is correct. And I'm just like, bro, we're all fans. None of us are right, bro. None of us know the facts. Not a single.
Yes, okay, you're right, but to a certain extent. I'm not talking about the club's perspective. On that thing, I'm talking about the football, innit? You see, if you kick ball or maybe kick ball to a certain level, there's certain things you can say, and then there's them man that can't talk on that. You get me? So I'm not gonna get him to explain to me if he could have kicked the ball or not kicked the ball, because you don't know how to kick a ball. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be the stubborn thing, but like, I've kicked ball in it to certain levels, and I've played different positions. So maybe I can explain it to you a little bit differently.
Go on.
And maybe let's say you played winger, and I played right back or something like that, or centre back. I might give you a centre back perspective. You can give me a winger's perspective.
Yeah.
But he's a goalkeeper trying to tell us what a winger does, blood. Bro. But he can't even kick the ball as a goalie, blood. So what are you telling me? Onana's better than him, blood.
You see Onana shove the fan away, bro.
And I ain't seen that. But bro, this is what I'm saying. But for me, it's the argument thing. Like, I'm not trying to get someone that don't know anything to give me numbers to explain how something's better or not. This is where, when you're on the space, ask us, bro. I've always said, if I don't know something, I'm asking. There's nothing wrong with asking, but don't come here telling us this is good and this is. But he's the same Donny that said that he'd rather not win a Premier or Saka to leave or something like that. I don't know. I was like, listen,
no way.
He's put him man ahead of like legends and that on them starting 11. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, for me, those are the dons that I don't like on the whole platform thing, innit? Because I just like having mad, like, chill conversations with banter. You get me? And this is the thing, you might need to learn how to know the difference between banter and proper combos. And I think this is where people get rattled when they watch certain content creators. But
you know what? Yeah, bro. But you see what it is? I feel like the world nowadays is just polarized, isn't it? Like everyone's just on a reaction thing. No one really wants to listen to what you say. Like everyone just wants to.
And it depends how you say it. It depends how you say it. If you shout, you may have said facts, but you shouted. You know what I'm saying? You know how they say. You know how they say right message, wrong messenger. Or something. One of them was like, or it's just how I said it. There's nothing wrong with what I said. It's just how I said it. But listen, yeah, man. Look, at the same time, yeah. Going back to your question, because I know this went sideways here. Look, with Chelsea, we have players coming in the future. There's players that are still on loan, centre backs. Like Sarr can literally slot in for Cole. Like we just don't want to really bring him back right now. We want to see what we do without him. If we really need to bring him back from loan, we'll bring him back. Anselmino, I think he's Argentinian. I don't remember where he's from, but he's literally we sent him on loan to Dortmund. He's played 2 games, and they man already with this whispers about them trying to keep him. Like there's talent there, you get me? So I know they spend money, but it's part of it is also, and I don't know if I said this to you before. You know that we have this 40k seater stadium, innit? So our income is not the same as your stadium. Like match day revenue is not the same. So we know that until we get the stadium thing sorted out, we need to bring in a different income. On top of that, we ain't got no front shirt sponsor, because basically what we done in the last couple of years is trying to wait until we get Champions League so we can get the Champions League, man.
I think that's diabolical, bro.
No, not the football thing. As in, when you get the sponsorship, you can ask for more money because you're in the Champions League.
Yeah, no, I know. But like, that's what I mean. Like, I don't think I've ever seen it happen at a top club before, where them man are just like, bro, man's not gonna need a sponsor, bro. Like, you man have literally been rocking no sponsors for like 2 years.
Well, listen, the kits look nice. I'm used to it with that sponsor now. When they start bringing the sponsor, I told man, don't put no Fly Emirates on my thing, you know that was because you know why? Benfica bottled the league last season. Arsenal weren't even in the title. The list can go on. Everyone with the Fly Emirates thing let us down last season. I've told man, listen, get me a Qatar Airways, the Riyadh Air thing, wherever Samsung. There's bare money you can put on the front shit, but. It's strategic because they can say, you know what, slap us a 10-year deal, 5-year deal, whatever it is. They had the deal with Paramount Plus, but that fell through because the Premier League was like, nah, you can't have no broadcasting thing on there. Because remember, they sell their rights to Sky and BT, innit? Yeah. So they didn't want someone that doesn't have Premier League rights. You promoting like a different TV company. Because remember, it's Paramount Plus. We had the 250 million deal. That's something crazy. Ready to go from America. That man said no. So that's one of the reasons why I never had that. The Damac one that we had at the end of the season, you know, the Damac one we had on that. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
The one that was remember they was showing you photos in Dubai and that from those buildings. Bro, they paid us 40 million for like 4 games.
What?
And you know how much bread they made? They paid us 40 million. Everyone said we cheated. Listen to this. They were building residential buildings in Dubai, innit? And because they got the sponsor thing from Chelsea, they sold that in minutes, bro. All the yards that they built sold that in minutes. So they made all the P's back that they used for promo, and then we won the World Cup thing as well. So there was way more eyes on the Damac thing. So for them, kind of worked out as a gamble, but I don't know why it never extended. But I think we're looking for a thing. So the ownership in that sense haven't done it. Selling's never been an issue. I think that's the only W really that I can say that we still have from the Roman era, and that we still sell players for big P's. And I think you and I were talking about this yesterday with DS, innit? So I think I'm not really I think we're going in the right direction. I think the time of Potter, bringing back Lampard, obviously sacking Tuchel earlier. Bringing Poch, for me, is like I'm happy in the fact that obviously they sacked Poch when at the end of the season. You get me? Anything longer with that would have been doomed. That was like an Angie thing, you know. You play with no tactics. It's all about heart and energy press. You don't have a way of playing, innit? So every player is on the individual thing. Do you get it? So what happens is the only players with individual quality shine, and that's why you saw Palmer cooking that season, innit? Because it was up to him to do what he wanted. Do you get it? So So what then happens is everyone's pressing, and then when you go back, you have to press back, you have to press forward, and then everyone's legs are gone. We had mad injuries. He brought players back like Alavia and that who got basically long-term injuries. They come back from an injury. You don't have to play him. He played him. That's like Saliba thing that the other day.
Yeah.
You know you don't have to play him now. You got a Mosquera. Man still played him. Man got injured. Reece James got rushed back. He got injured. You saw how long he's been out for. But when you see a manager actually managing him, he's playing through most of the season. Same with Pedro Neto. How many people said he's injury prone? He's playing now. Do you get it? So it's good. Like there are good things in it. I just feel like this summer maybe we should have just went and got this man young guy, paid that 12 million, kept his step in. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I feel like I think that's my main concern. People keep moaning about centre backs and that, bro. Like centre backs. I spoke to this with the guy called Touchline. Do you know him? The United fan.
Yeah.
He was saying, because people were saying about your centre backs, and I was like, yo, you tell me, are De Ligt and Euro bad centre backs?
De Ligt and Euro?
No, innit?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I don't think De Ligt is as good as everyone says he is.
Oh, there we go.
Nah, bro, I don't see it. Obviously, Euro now, yeah. I've been waiting to see Euro play, innit? Because obviously he got injured before he came to United, didn't it? But even the little clips I've seen from Euro looks promising. He looks like a good defender.
So are you telling me about Are you telling me about De Ligt, as in what you've seen from him from under Amorim? Are you talking about that?
On the Amorim,
allow it, bro. Man had him doing overlaps against Grimsby, fam.
Bro, listen, bro.
Bro, have you not seen? Bro, he was the Dutch captain at 17. You get me? He was part of that team that went Ajax and that. You get me? As a defender, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, he's actually a very good defender. You know why you just see him exposed here when you got this is what I was trying to get to, and there's a reason I mentioned them, man. Mazarawi is not that bad as we've seen him, yeah. Dogu, we need to see more of Dogu, but let's say if they had a proper left back or left wing back, whatever, yeah, chilling.
Yeah.
Now I came up to this with Touchline. I said, yo, your goalkeeper, when you know you have a bad goalkeeper, yeah, you know what they end up doing?
What?
It becomes a nervy thing with your centre backs, especially if your manager wants you to keep playing at the back.
They got no confidence. They got no confidence.
Exactly. Cool. Wait. So what then happens is you can't trust the goalkeeper. He's giving you the ball at the wrong times, putting you under pressure.
Yeah.
And then mistakes happen left, right, and centre. Do you get it? They're always on edge. Your defenders are on edge or your goalkeeper's on edge.
Yeah.
So I think this is what we went through last season, innit? Do you get it? And that's the thing we struggled with last season because we were getting used to the way the manager wanted us to play. And then if you look at how the end of the season part when the goalkeeper kind of knew his role, and then the defenders, we knew which defenders we wanted to play, and that worked out. We've been way more solid in defense, innit? Colwell's improved because he was kind of not very good in the beginning, but his best partner was Fofana, and obviously he got injured. So he's never really played with one partner. He's played with Chalobah when he came back. He's played with Tosin. He's played with Dasasi. He's played with all of them. So we've never managed to get into a rhythm when it came to our centre-back pairing, which you know is important because you have a certain centre-back pairing and they both complement each other. Do you get it? Colwell helps us break the between the lines. He's that guy. If you watch our games, you know he just kicks the ball straight between the opposition's front line, and then you got Palmer on the half turn or Enzo or someone getting the ball and moving.
Hey, there was what team did Colwell play for before he went to Chelsea again, or was he loaned out?
He was on loan at Brighton, innit?
Yeah, I remember when Colwell was at Brighton and people were comparing him to Saliba. You think Colwell's as good as Saliba?
Nah, he's not. I don't think he's the same. I don't think he's a similar player as him. I don't think the same.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be good. I think he's a very good player, but I don't think I could say Saliba level. No. No, I know, but I know where it's coming from as well. Poch period, he had man playing left back. Yeah, bro, imagine Gabriel on left back, blood. Like, it's not somebody you want to see him when you know that he could do a job at left centre back, innit? But under Maresca, I think because his passing is so good, isn't it? You can play obviously him left centre back, and he has a Fofana that's a bit. He can go out, or if you
Bro,
want him to
what
stay,
for Fofana, bro? Fofana's moving like he's moving like I don't know what he's moving like, bro. But I heard he's on 200 racks a week, and he's always injured, bro.
No, so basically he got rushed back in one of the games last season. Oh nah, no. So basically the club told him to go and get surgery. He said nah, he's fit, and he's come back a bit early, got re-injured, and then ended up having to take the surgery, innit? Which is on him because he could have just chilled, done the surgery, he'd be back
He's
early.
baking off, man. He's on 200 racks a week, bro.
Yeah. So he's back now. Like, so imagine he's back. He's already like apparently he's training and everything, and he was already on bench. He was on the bench against West Ham and that. So he's kind of ready to start coming back. Yeah. So obviously that's a good addition to have. Obviously the Cobble loss is a bit annoying, but Tosin can do that job in midfield. Because remember when we build up, we play a 3 in the back, and then that centre back is the guy who sometimes distributes the ball. Now another thing that helped us here is when we brought in Delap and João Pedro, because Delap can basically his hold up play is good, his first touch and that. Sanchez has that confidence to know that if he can't play it at the back, he has someone to pass it to up front. Well, we had Jackson and them, man. The ball wasn't staying, and it wasn't sticking. Then he cross it forward, it's coming back straight away. Yeah, Fulham last season, that's what happened. Man kicked the ball floated, stayed in the air for like 25 minutes, then landed to a Fulham player, and then they just 2 crosses and they hit us on the counter. But I think our positioning and everything has improved. A lot of players are used to playing with each other, especially in the defense now, isn't it? And the goalkeeper is way more confident now. You see, Sanchez as a shot stopper is actually good. You get me? You remember when you had Ramsdale, innit? Ramsdale was a good shot stopper. It's just that when he switched off,
which is terrible, bro. You can't have a goalkeeper switching off, bro.
Yeah, yes, I agree. But I think Sanchez is just kind of improved, like double from what he was last season, innit? You get me? Now, and by the way, this is coming from someone that cussed him every single day, every stream. When I used to go live, bro, I never done any watch alongs this season, but last season when I started my channel around, it was October time,
yeah.
Bro, I started doing watch alongs, and man was specifically coming into my chat to cook me about about Sanchez. Literally, man will flop it in, it will go in, or they could be 2-3 seconds ahead of me. They're coming in my chat laughing. You get me? So I was thinking, yo, summer we're getting rid of him, but obviously he's ended the summer well. But this is the thing about him, apparently we might be going in for Manana in the summer, getting him for free.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's one option. That's our short-term option. Our long-term option is Mike Penders, the Belgium goalkeeper, aka they call him the next Courtois. So he's like 6'5", like 6'6". He's tall, but he's very, very highly talented. I'm not doing the whole gas thing. He's whatever, but because he can't get minutes here, we've done what we've done to Petrovic. The problem with Petrovic is that he just wanted the guaranteed start. He wanted to come in. His man basically said, "Listen, I've been the number 1 or number 2 goalkeeper in France. Yeah, like how about this? I just want to come and start straight away at Chelsea, innit?" Them man said, nah, you have to fight it out with them man that already here, like Sanchez and that. He was like, nah, okay, cool, we're selling you. You get me? So we sold him to Bournemouth. He's the Bournemouth goalkeeper now.
Yeah.
And you seen him Serbia yesterday or whatever, England, when he played England. That was him. Yeah. So he was doing well over there, but it is what it is. He's gone. This is why we stuck with Sanchez. We're thinking, right, maybe he don't really want to leave yet. So how about we just stick with him and get rid of him next summer? He'll probably go, innit? Easy. Now with Penders, we've sent him on loan for 1 season. He can go over there, get his work experience and that, and then him and Manyan can be, played there together, a goalkeeper, whatever. My preference, I already said it, should have just bought Manyan this season, but we have UEFA issues. Do you know what I'm saying? We have issues with UEFA. We have beef with UEFA. So apparently it's affecting us this summer and next summer. So we have to sell players that were in the A list and all that. And this is why with the Javid Simmons deal, we had to sell certain players, not specific ones, but the ones that were in the squad. So you know that Conference League squad. So that's the UEFA A list or B list. So it has to be in the conference. If you're in Europe, you have to sell a player and then replace him with another player. So you can't just add players and then choose which ones you want to add just as a punishment. That's what they've done to us. This is why we're trying to get Nkunku and Jackson off before getting him, because we wanted to add him to the Champions League squad. That's the things we were going through. So we had the money.
Yeah.
We just couldn't add players that we knew if we're going to bring them in, we can't tell them, yo, you're not playing Champions League. Do you get it? It just didn't make sense. So that's where that came from.
All right, say nothing. Guys, we're locked in 25 minutes into the show. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, people, if you guys been enjoying the show. Obviously, big up Yasser TV. Make sure to follow. Make sure to subscribe to Yasser TV. Names in the title. You guys don't have to go too far. So if you're a Chelsea fan, if you're a sports fan, you know what I'm saying? Good content creators out there. Support the small creators. You get me, people? You know what? Now we're going to get straight into the title of the show, the debate. Quick one, not too heavy. And the question is simple. Will Arsenal finish above Chelsea, or will Chelsea finish above Arsenal? You know, however way you want to look at it, we're going to get into it now. Now, obviously, I've been seeing a lot online. You get what I'm saying? I've been seeing a lot online. I've been seeing a lot of narratives around my club, Arsenal Football Club. You get me? And I'm, you know, it's kind of the same thing I've been seeing over the last 5 years, 4 years, however you want to look at it. Arsenal are going to go downhill. Arsenal not going to compete. Oh, other teams are getting better. They're going to recruit. And I'm sitting over here and I'm thinking, bro, does it look like Arsenal not recruiting? Like, and how many years consistently will rival fans consistently doubt Arsenal Football Club? I don't know. Or maybe is it because we still have Arteta at the helm and people don't trust Arteta? Is it the Cronkies? Bro, like obviously my team, bro, what do you mean, bro? We have to be able to have a discussion. You have to be able to have a discussion. And
we'll have the discussion. 100% we'll have the discussion. 100%. You'll find out, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We'll find out. And look, that's the thing I really don't like nowadays. Yeah, I feel like everyone's opinion, should I say, is not necessarily based off of facts. People are just going off of what they feel. And I just feel like it's the Arsenal hate that speaks through when it comes to just analyzing the Premier League. Like, let's be for real, right? Arsenal this season, we signed 8 players, right? That's never been done in our history. We've never. I don't think we've ever signed 8 players. Now,
so that debunks your whole thing about we've always signed players, which you said earlier, blood. This is why it don't make sense.
No, I didn't say we always sign players, bro.
No, because you said we doubt your club. Like, we haven't been signing players all this time. That's what you said. So
right, okay,
exactly.
No, that's fair.
It's only this season you really sign players, blood.
Oh yeah, exactly. Only this season, bro.
So this is why all our doubts comes in. Does that make sense? Now we can look and say, cool, maybe. You get me? Kind of all right. We can respect that a little bit. The problem is you can have all the tools in it, but if you don't know how to use the tools, you're done. You get me? This season, listen, I rate Hincapié highly, innit? From I watched.
So do I.
Before,
I think Hincapié's a baller, bro.
It's like whatever. So for me, I would have taken him at Chelsea, innit? But the way I'm looking at it is same way you would have taken Hato, is what it is. Yeah, you get me? That kind of thing where you unfortunate it's gone to Arsenal, but you get me? Or you can say the same but at the same time, you know that okay, cool, I respect that player, whatever, I rate him, cool.
Yeah.
But my thing is, is the stubbornness from the manager, innit? Is my thing's always been here when people ask
stubbornness from Arteta.
Yeah.
Right. What's he?
Because no, because the stubbornness has been this season and last season.
Right.
It's that haram football, Stoke City, whatever you want to call it. That
because
wait, because I'm gonna explain it to you. Yeah, you had the first season. Forget me. I don't really talk about the whole you were trying to get 5th and all that, whatever. Yeah, because that happens, innit? You can miss out, whatever. But we didn't win certain games, whatever. Cool, whatever. I think that's the season you bottled the fence. I'm like, but the manager's unexperienced. These things happen. The season after you challenged, then I think it's that season after you challenged. Now, you challenged, you didn't take that opportunity with both hands to try win the league. You get me? Considering you were ahead 93% of the season. The football was good. None of us can say the football went good. You know, the attacking football was good. Some people were saying it was a too attacking.
Let me pause you on that one there though. Yeah, in regards to the first season that we challenged, like you stated, right? And obviously, yeah, we fell like basically at the last hurdle with with basically 5 games to go. Now, in my opinion, like I said, I don't know what the rest of the fan base say, but in my opinion, if Arsenal Football Club won the title that season, I believe we would have been more of like a Leicester than what we are now. I believe that winning the title in your first season challenging, or I guess, yeah, in your first season challenging would have been a bit too premature for the team. I feel like the pressures on Arsenal Football Club would have been crazy for the caliber of players that we have. We didn't have the players that have been in that position before. Yeah, maybe, in all miracles, they could have gone to the last day of the Prem and then won the Prem in their first season challenging. But would they have that same hunger the next season? Like, obviously, everything is all he say, she say. You know what I'm saying? You can't really,
we don't know. We don't know. Yeah.
We don't really know, innit?
Would you not? How I look at would you not have that winning mentality? Because you know what it is, yeah. Once a team wins, yeah, but this is the thing. Once a team wins, they've won now. They know that they can beat. Okay, you know what? We've got over the line over the City team that's here, the Liverpool team that was around at that time. You know what? We back ourselves to go next season. And at the same time, yeah, it's mad for the expectations to start dropping. You can't really go below that now. The standards can't go below because now you won the league. Exactly. So if you go below, even though you might have that one season where it may have not worked out, let's say the next season because City was better or Liverpool was better, but next season we want to go back to number 1 again.
Yeah.
And it puts extra pressure on the ownership or the manager or whatever to say, yo, we've enjoyed this so much. Yeah, he better not do this again.
No,
I know what you're talking about, the expectation, but with younger players, because they haven't won yet, yeah, you don't actually know, bro. Losing is worse than than winning. You know that as well, yeah.
Of course, losing.
You would rather win. So saying that if you won the expectation, losing's worse. So for you to have that 93% and then not end up winning,
yeah,
that's worse than if you'd won. Because you can build on winning, but the problem is the same way you can build on winning, you can fall off after not winning.
Exactly. No, but we haven't fallen off after not winning. We have shown that
you've stagnated, blood.
No. Let me no. In my opinion,
okay.
Look. First season, yeah, we bottled the league. That was the first time we challenged it. No experience. This man challenged.
But was that the season? Sorry, was that the season Saliba got injured and then you had to play Rob Holding? Was that season?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's how he lost like the last 5 games.
Yeah. I think it was that season. Yeah.
So, but at that time, it was that he got injured, so we never had another player. Do you remember? It was like
I remember. No, he got injured. Thomas Partey also got injured. So we had critical players that helped us obviously throughout the whole season, and then we had Rob Holding playing centre back.
But this is where people were saying that, cool, you play so good football, yeah, because remember your football was like transition, you counter, like all that, like you getting the ball sprinting, but then the thing was that you lot never really managed games. You never really went a bit defensive and kind of won a game out when you needed to.
But that's my point, bro. They didn't know how to. Like, it's their first season challenging.
But listen, I don't hear that because I'm saying from manager's perspective. Right. That we didn't see it. We only saw that one way and he thought he's gonna just go all the way to the end. A manager can switch things in the game. Yeah. Do you get my point? No, and then that's what they said do next season. I think they done that next season where he done the balance thing, and then he lost again.
But this is why I don't blame Arteta, bro. This is why I don't blame Arteta. I blame Edu and I blame the Cronkies, because what the Cronkies done is go and sign an inexperienced manager with an inexperienced sporting director. Bro, you have two people at the top of the club who don't know what they're doing. Although they did a good job to an extent, they don't know what they're doing, bro. They've never done it to the point where they've won. They've never done it to the point where, we can say, yeah, these men are certified. Arteta's a certified manager. No, bro. They want to put in a guy who don't know anything about coaching the first team. Obviously, he's been an assistant manager, but he's never been the direct manager.
Okay, but how do you blame that then? Because my thing is this, yeah, you keep saying you were improving, but you're pushing blame to one side and the other.
No,
Like if you were improving, there wouldn't have been any blame really.
No,
You get
no, I said no. We are improving. Well, it's clear that we're improving, bro. You like the table shows we're improving. Eighth, second. Like, bro, you're
okay,
literally
cool.
improving.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Have you seen a specific? Because my thing's always been this year. That second season, you played a bit more balanced. You still blew teams out of the water. I think you had those games where you were winning 5-0, Sheffield United, and then man, you were beating back to back to back. That was fine, innit? But my thing was, you should have built. The manager should have said, "Yo, rah, this seems to be my winning formula. It's a bit more balanced than that season before when I went ultra attacking, and I'm gonna stick with this, but I'm gonna improve the personnel." Does that make sense? You start getting the good players and that, and you can say, "I'm building what my long-term plan's gonna be."
But
what did my man do their season after?
To sign someone, bro. It's Edu, bro. It's Edu.
No, but remember, Arteta has like big control on that thing. Okay. You know the Havertz one, the Sterling on loan, all of them, man. The rubbish signings he's wanted.
Bro, Sterling on loan,
bro. Come on, Jesus, Zinchenko, all of them on him. Bro,
because you know why Sterling on loan was not Arteta? Bro, Edu came out, bro. Edu did a video, bro. Edu did a video on the last day of the transfer window saying, "Oh, this morning we didn't even have a plan to get Sterling in." Bro, what sort of fucking sporting director does that, bro?
He told you he got him over the line. Arteta said, "I want him." That's why you don't get. He said, "Yo," he spoke to Sterling, and then he just told my man just pattern the deal.
Obviously, because bro, it's the last day, bro. It's the last day, and Edu is not doing his job.
Yeah, but the Arteta never played him either. He bought him in, but he never played him.
Come on, man. Let's be for real, bro. You saw Sterling, bro. Are you being for real? Sterling don't deserve a place on the pitch.
Yeah, okay. Cool. I hear it, but there were certain games where, like a Preston and that, where he didn't have to roll out Saka and that, where you could just play them. You could have still won. Whatever he does.
I hear it.
I hear what you're saying, know that when you get to man's age, like Sterling's age, you're not playing that much football and that. You get me? I know he's training, but match fitness and just training all the time is not the same. So you throw a man on the pitch whenever you want, and then you expect him to just be fit 100%. Because Sterling that left us was not as bad as that.
Oh, yes, he was, man. He didn't play, bro. That's why he was complaining, bro. And that's why Maresca drove him out, bro, because he was complaining
no.
the season before.
No, Maresca never played him in the first place. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Maresca, but you're not listening, though, Bailey. He played the season on the pitch. He played that season on the pitch.
All right.
Used him all the time. Yeah. Barely used like a Modric and that. And then when my man came in, he just put him on what we used to call the bomb squad, but the Sassy and that man. Then you knew that if you're in that bit, you either find a club or you just stay. So when he got the call from Arteta, he's like, "Listen, I'm trying to stay in London," which apparently he still wants to do for some dumb reason. Boom. Obviously, his kids are in the Arsenal academy apparently. So he's gone away. You get me? So he's already gone there, done his thing, whatever. Now, obviously, he's bought squad planning, like you said, from Edu. You get me? But at the same time, that's where I'm with you when it comes to the squad planning, and I think that's one of them. Like over the years, you've bought players that you shouldn't have bought, or they're useless instead of building and actually getting players that can move you forward, innit? Proper like needle movies. I've said this. I don't remember who I said this to, but I said this window that you had now, you should have got after the 93% window. You see these like this bad window you had. You should have had that couple years ago, and then try to go challenge the next season.
But hear what I'm saying. For Arsenal Football Club, we didn't have the finances. We're not like a Chelsea.
Here we go.
It's true. No. Oh, hold on. In fact, let me put my hands up. I'm not even gonna say sit there and true. It's true. Yeah. But let's be for real. We're talking about how Arsenal do business and how Chelsea do business. And this is what, bro, and you've heard me say it multiple times, bro. Yeah. I'm jealous of how Chelsea do business.
Okay. I know that.
As a businessman, I'm seeing Chelsea and I'm like, bro, these men are doing business the right way. When it comes to Arsenal Football Club, they didn't say, bro, this is how we do business. If you don't like it, go away. Bro.
I'm with you, but I'm saying, what is it? That's the issue, you said we don't have money. No, but you said we ain't got money. We didn't have money at the time.
Okay.
But if you look at that window, who did you buy?
Because we didn't have Champions League revenue, bro. We didn't have Champions League revenue. We can't.
That second season, you went into Champions League. Yes, okay. But I'm saying, No, but that season, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's say 93% of this, whatever.
yeah.
Which players did you bring in? Wasn't it Jesus, Zinchenko, and that?
That what the first
After
season?
the first time you bottled the league, yeah. In
Yeah.
that summer, who did you get?
Can I remember that far, bro? I can't even remember that far.
Yeah, bro, I'm worse than that.
What's that?
Yeah,
22,
I'm
22
asking you
season?
like I would have known. I don't know, but
Nah, hold on. I'm gonna Google it now, bro. I'm gonna Google that right now, fam.
because then
Arsenal
we could
sign.
say, could you have bought better players at the time that would have helped you
Yeah,
win the league? Does that make sense? That's the way I'm looking
yeah,
at it. Because remember, it's how you spend money. In
yeah.
these on the Arteta,
All
he
right,
spent.
look. We bought what? Apparently, nah, that can't be right. Arrivals, nah, that can't be right. It says that we bought Saliba, or that's when Saliba come back. Gunduzi. Nah,
He came
this
back
is
from
not.
loan. Nah,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah,
nah.
no, no.
It can't be that. It
This is
can't be that. What year would it have been? It would have been what, 21, 22?
yeah. Oh no, oh wait, 21, 22, isn't it? I'm looking at 23,
Because
22,
Saliba
23.
must come back on loan. That's the first season he played under Arteta. And
Yeah.
Arteta could have kept him at the time, he sent him on loan.
All
You
right,
get me?
cool.
His
Look,
talent ID
I've got the
roughly.
list. We got that's the season we got Ben White, Odegaard, Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, and Lokonga, and Nuno Tavares.
Cool. So that's the only players you bought.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, Ben White. Ben White's all right, but he kind of stumbled on that because he was going to play him centre back and he wasn't looking good. But then he played him right back.
No, bro, I have no issue with Ben White's defending. Centre back, left
Not a
back.
centre back, but not
bro,
a centre back.
Ben White, bro, he was originally a centre back, bro.
Yeah, but not an Arteta system. This is the problem. Is Arteta system, fam. That's right back. He's done his thing. He was good on the ball, but when it comes to centre back, you'd rather play Saliba. You get me? So you thought, what? Boom. But
I would rather play Saliba. Saliba's a better centre back.
All right, now you're looking at some of the players that you spoke about. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that's a great transfer window.
Terrible transfer window, bro.
You get me? But at the time, people were gassing Nuno Tavares. People were gassing certain other players that you bought. Ramsdale, bro. People were putting Ramsdale number one goalkeeper in the league. You forgot?
No, bro. They put him number one goalkeeper after his performances at Arsenal, bro.
And then all of a sudden, Raya turned up and man just said, "Yo, bin him."
Bro,
but you see why you're forgetting it. This is where I'm not having it. You know why? You man let Emi Martinez go, blood.
Bro,
to get Ramsdale.
Bro, the reason for letting Emi Martinez go is exactly like you said, the manager's system. Arteta didn't like
system, the way it wasn't system. It was the manager. He cooked for you to the end of the season, and he was like, "Nah, I'm keeping Leno." And Leno was injured. Remember, he was injured, so he bought in. I remember that. So he bought Martinez, and I was thinking, "Right, he's always on the bench. What does this guy do on the bench?" And then he had that breakout season. He may have won you the FA Cup, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Was he in that squad? Because I think he played us in the final, innit?
Yeah.
So you could have built a better squad, but that's not even my point. I think that's all. Like you said, if what maybe all that. Yeah, I think if you start looking forward from that 93% season, I just think you've never really laid the foundations properly in terms of the playing style and the way. Like, you get it. So you can't tell me that the way you played that season or that season after, where it was a bit more balanced, you still do that till now. You can tell me you've played better football before than you do it now. So you're improving personnel, but the football's poor.
Okay, you see, right. I guess you can look at it that way, but then you can look at it multiple different ways. In the first season of look, let me explain. In the first season of challenging, bro, people didn't expect us to challenge, so teams were more open against facing Arsenal, and we were brushing them aside. The second season, where we did challenge and we fell like 2 or 3 points behind, people were expecting Arsenal to be gun blazing. People were expecting us to be gun ho. That's why everyone's talking about low block over the last 2 seasons, because low block wasn't an issue the first season we challenged.
Yeah.
Okay. It wasn't an issue, bro. Teams weren't scared of us. No one was wary about Arsenal.
I agree, because you're right with that. Because they were thinking you're going to play whatever football, so they used to attack you, used to find that space in behind.
Bro,
that's fine.
And that was where, and look, it was that season, like you said, it was that season that Arteta showed, all right, cool. Arteta knows how to lead a team to challenge. Obviously, before that, no one believed Arteta could do anything for a club until he showed. Now the team's challenging. Everyone's doing low block. Now the issue is, we can't get past low block. Arteta needs to get past low block. But the season before last season, we scored bare goals. Last season, we had bare injured players, and obviously, we had a depleted squad. So that's
last
why.
Season?
Last season.
Did you say last season?
Yeah, last season.
Last season.
This one.
I know about the injuries. I know about the injuries last season, but I think some of them similar to this season, you can low key predict in it because you knew already. And this is my thing, innit? Because you should have just strengthened in the summer. I think everyone knew that the bench was poor for years. You get me? You can tell me that the bench wasn't fixed. So that's almost shooting yourself in the foot. If you're in the foot, when you know that things can happen in the season,
bro,
I feel like
Edu is the reason, bro. Edu is the reason.
I think Edu was poor, but at the same time, I don't think everything's to blame on him. You get me? I don't necessarily think so, blood. I think Arteta's getting a little bly, and then my man's, you know what I'm saying?
Man, Arteta don't get no bly from me. I'm
not saying from you like necessarily. I'm just saying that I think Edu recently, I've seen man just kind of low-key say it was all him because it's easy now because he's not here anymore. Do you get it? So man just say Edu, and obviously Berta's doing all right now. You get me? So man are saying, yo, listen, Berta's the guy. This guy's
but bro, what Berta has done in one window has blown Edu out of the water in like 5-6 years, bro. Are you crazy? Like, bro, Edu couldn't even make us a single sell in those years, bro. A single sell. Even you can say, we haven't sold anyone. I got a comment here from More Arsenal. He says, we spent 300 million and made 10 million. Great business. Bro, man seen that post. But let's be for real, bro. That 10 million is obviously the dead wood. And then we sold Kibio to Porto.
Lokonga 2.5 million and that.
Yeah, like obviously, bro, those players are dead wood, bro. No one's buying those players. No one's buying them, bro.
But that's the thing, though. This is what I'm saying, that you're not even trying to. If you say, you know what, he might not be good enough, let's get someone else in, and then he can be sent on loan, and then if he's a bit better, we try to sell him. There's all this part of your fan base that wait for that. No, man, one more season. Look at Martinelli. If you shifted Martinelli a couple of years ago, you could have got the money that everyone was talking about.
Easy.
And then you could get a proper left winger and play it.
2 seasons ago, bro.
But you know, till now, this man saying Martinelli give him one more season. If he gets an inverted winger or I don't know, whatever, fullback to help him, you know what I'm saying? Then he might cook. Like they've seen one flick in Brazil the other day. They were saying, yo, listen, he's back. So this is what I'm saying. I think part of it is your fan base, innit? Respectfully, so I'm not trying to get onto you. I don't think you're one of them, but you get the point, innit? I think they just allowing it, so the club's saying, listen, we're going to do what we want. You get me? We'll win it in 5-6 years. And I feel you have a squad now to win, innit? My issue is just, if you think that you're winning the league with Stoke City football, that's when it's a problem. Because my thing is this. Let me explain. I'm a Chelsea fan, innit? I've seen the Mourinho ball. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Bro, our teams knew when to attack, when not to attack. There was a different thing, innit?
So
I think the issue you got now is that you've made, now started from last season, yeah? I've rated the corners thing highly. For man to keep bagging corners is sick. But the only thing is you can't make that your main source of income, blood. You get me? Your main source of income, it bro. Is.
Hey, no, Yassa, stop. This is the narrative.
I've seen man sit back against certain teams and then try to get one corner in 1-0 and then try to sit back again.
Bro, we don't sit. Nah, that's bull crap. Bro, this is the narrative that's pushed out by the media and fans.
What nowadays. Media, blood? You get
bro,
me?
The media.
Trying to do the whole media thing, blood.
The media thing, bro.
The media is against him, blood. Typical Arsenal fan, man. You know, but they study the media, blood.
Bro. It's the media, bro.
The world are against us, blood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Massive me against the world, blood.
Bro. Nah, bro, it's the media, bro. Look, we have to be for real with certain things, and you won't feel it.
You know what it is? You can let that go now, but this is my thing, innit? You can do that now and say the media is against us and that, but then it falls into what happened against Liverpool the other day. Do you get me?
No.
Where you could have gone there more courageous than that, and if you lost, you would have said, at least we tried, we done our best. But we know what we can do in the season, and it's because it's a competition. You want to instill fears into the other teams. Does that make sense?
Agreed.
Like you couldn't say, "Yo, we're here this season. We got the bad man striker up front. We got SJ, we got my man. We're here to win this season. You get me? And they're a bit shaky. Maybe you can go there and win the thing, innit? So I think I'm saying there had to be major change this season, innit? You get me?
Of
For the way
course,
you play.
and I agree. I agree with you. There,
Mhm.
there has to be major change, especially how Arteta approaches the big games. Exactly like you stated, going over to Liverpool and playing Moreno CAM. Now,
Listen, bro, I'm joining back here. Just keep going.
yeah,
I'll join back. Just let me know your
yeah, that's
point.
calm. What do you call it? Yeah, especially with Arteta playing Moreno CAM and that. Like, that was absolutely diabolical as far as I'm concerned, because it's all about optics. Like, all we're gonna say here is all about optics, fam. Arteta went to Liverpool and played Moreno, CAM, Zubamendi, and Declan Rice. Obviously, it was 0-0 to run about the 70th minute, 60th minute, however you want to look at it. I'm not happy with Arteta going over to Anfield and being mad defensive, because even how I see it, we only had 2 attackers on the field, and that's literally Gyökeres and Madueke. Martinelli is a defender as far as I'm concerned. No one can come and argue with me, bro. The brother's not an attacker, bro. The brother just knows how to defend. So my man's fielded a defensive team over at Anfield. If we had left that game 0-0, or we left that game with a point, obviously everyone would be like, "Oh, mastermind Arteta," in it. But it's all about optics to the fans. And bro, I'm not gonna sit here and back Arteta for what do you call it, for not showing ambition in trying to win the game, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and back that. I think that's absolutely diabolical. There is nothing you're gonna say to me that shows, oh, you have 2 CAMs on the bench. One is match fit and one's just coming back from fitness, and you decide to put a defensive midfielder or center midfielder in an attacking position. Come on, man. You're not actively trying to win the game. So listen, I'm not gonna sit here and back Arteta this season for showing me mediocre work, bro. For literally, bro. It's not allowed. It's actually not allowed. Got a comment here from More Arsenal. Says we need to generate money from the youth, straight profit. And I agree with that. And this is one of the bad things about Arsenal when it comes to our transfer business. We don't even know how to sell our youth talents, bro. It's either they're good enough to enter the team, like a Bukayo Saka, like a Ethan Nwaneri, Max Dowman, Miles Lewis Skelly. You know, it's either they're good enough to enter the team or they get released. There's no in between, which I don't understand it, bro. Where's the quality, fam? Where's the players? Like, they need to do better, bro. You have Chelsea selling Omari Hutchinson for more than Oxlade-Chamberlain, than Arsenal has received for more than Oxlade-Chamberlain, bro. Omari Hutchinson never played a game for us. He got released. Or he left for free. He went over to Chelsea. Chelsea sold him for free profit, bro. On top of that, they added a sell-on clause after selling man for free. After signing man for free, bro, that's business, and that's no, man, guys, it's crazy still. Stefan says we hug talent and we don't put in buyback clauses, which is a big issue. It's a big issue. And who does that come under, bro? It comes under the sporting director and the CEOs, fam. They're the ones sitting around and doing businesses. Because I don't understand how Chelsea can have a sell-on clause for almost every player that they have sold, bro. Every player. Man, even seen the deal with Man United and Anthony. They have like a 25% sell-on clause off of Anthony, bro. 25%. I don't think I've ever seen. I don't even know if it's ever been that high, but they have like the highest percentage I have seen for a sell-on clause. I don't know if it's higher, but bro, we need to be doing deals like that. If we're gonna let these brothers go, bro, sell them for chicken change and slap the maddest sell-on clause on them. Because recoup your money, bro. It's business, bro. You can't keep letting these guys go for free. You can't. Like, it's diabolical what Arsenal have been doing for a prolonged period of time still. It's actually crazy, man. God damn. Got another comment here from Steph says Liverpool have more pressure to win than Arsenal and Chelsea because they spent. Bro, look, that's what I would say. And I agree with this comment that Liverpool have more pressure to win than Arsenal and Chelsea. But that's not the narrative, bro. That's not the narrative. Because if you look online, the pressure from the media or from the mainstream media is Arsenal, Arteta, Arteta, Arteta. No one's coming out here saying, oh, Liverpool need to win, bro. And, bro, like, it's frustrating. Because I'm looking at Liverpool and I'm seeing Liverpool have spent £450 million. 450 million. And no one's expecting them to go and do the double, at least. Like, it makes no sense to me, bro. It makes no sense to me. Like, Liverpool need to be on the chopping block right now. Arne Slot spent no money last year. No money. And then my man's next season, he spends 450 million, and people are not expecting Liverpool to retain the title. I think it's madness. Like, I think it's madness. So I'm not even gonna front. Like, it's a joke still. Shout out to BBK Sports. Smash those likes, people. Come on, man. Big up BBK.
Yeah, big up BBK, man. Every time.
Every time. Go on. What you saying, Yas?
No, I think I was hearing you talk about what the Liverpool thing.
Yeah. No, I was just rambling on about the Liverpool thing because
what's
my
wrong
thing
with
is,
huh? Yeah. What's wrong with the Liverpool thing?
No, they spent so much money this season, yeah, but man's not seen the narrative from the mainstream media that Liverpool need to win a double or Liverpool need to at least retain the title. The narrative is, the pressure is on Arteta, the pressure is on Arsenal. Like, I'm thinking, bro, when you spend £450 million, what are you expected to do, bro?
Okay, I hear. Look, I hear that. You see me. I hear both arguments. As in, how can I say this, bro? I understand that everyone's expecting Liverpool to win the league because they have a winning team, as in the team has just won, and now they've built on top of that and they've replaced the players. Now you can say there's a lot of change going on over there in terms of a lot of players coming in. We've seen that. Let's say someone like Everton that isn't playing the way we expected. Yeah, me, some other players, whatever. Cool, that's fine. The problem is here is that Arsenal have kept telling us, Arsenal fans have kept telling us about this bigger fish to fry thing. You get me? We haven't won while we're there. Next season is our season. And then they said when City falls off, we're gonna come up. And then the man even said last season, if you heard them, they were saying that if Slot wins it, we want Arteta out. Slot won it. Do you get me? The man came in his first season because what they tried to make it look like is that a manager can't win in his first season. Do you get me? No, he's done it.
No,
remember, I remember, and I was one of those people that watched. I remember it vividly. When Klopp said he's leaving, you get me? Because I've been friends with Hussam for a while, innit?
Yeah.
When I messaged him that day, I said, "Yo, low key shock, innit? You get me? It's low key shock, but this is the problem." He was like, he wanted to slot out. You get me? Like at the time when he found out it was him, I said, "Yo, he cooked in like Feyenoord." Because obviously I'm from Holland, so I was from them sides, innit? So he was my manager at some point. Like, you get me? I said to him, now, but this is what I said to him. I don't know how he's going to do in the Prem. Ten Hag cooked, but you've seen that, whatever, innit? But this guy's a bit more flexible, but we need to see what happens in the Prem. Man won the league that season. Low-key, you man were expected to challenge that season. Like, actually, say you won it.
And this is where I have a bone to pick with majority of, like, I don't know, media, I suppose, bro. Like, how do people don't expect the third or second biggest team in the nation to challenge for a trophy because they have a new manager? Like, now, obviously, we went. I can't speak for both of us, but I wasn't on YouTube them times, innit? When
what do you mean? You wasn't on YouTube as in a content creator, or you just?
I wasn't a content creator, but I was watching.
I mean, neither.
Yeah, I was watching the content creators, and bro, I'm watching them, and everyone is saying, "Oh, Liverpool shouldn't go and win the title. They can't go and do it." And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, bro, as a viewer back in those days, like two seasons ago, or a season and a half ago, I'm thinking, bro, Liverpool challenged the season before. They only fell off with like, I don't know, 8 games left. Bro, so that's 30 games of them challenging for the title. They fell off with 8 games to go. Then the next season, no one's expecting them to challenge. I think that's madness, bro. It makes no sense to me, bro.
But remember, everyone was saying Salah's declining. He's gonna decline. Van Dijk's gonna decline. Do you remember?
No, but
they were predicting that, and then kind of basically say that they're gonna win the league next season. You've seen the old Havertz coming and he's gonna cook. Like, remember at the time they were saying we're on the upward trajectory and Liverpool on the downward trajectory. We don't know what Slot's gonna do yet. Those were all the excuses, bro. But, you get me? And Arsenal had that. You had those opportunities at that time to win it. This is what I'm saying. You as much as you can say, nah. Obviously, at the same time, one of the reasons we used to say that Arsenal must is that Tottenham's been rubbish. United's been in the mud for how many years? Even though they won a couple of trophies, that is what it is. Yeah. We've been nowhere near it. Like, there's only 3 man challenging for the league. This is one of the reasons why this is one of the reasons why we said that was your time at the time to capitalize on that and win the league. And if the manager don't do it, it's a mad thing.
But yes, sir. But bro, that's discrediting a big club like Liverpool, who were also challenging the season before. It makes no sense to me how the narrative for Liverpool was Liverpool are not meant to win a trophy last year. It makes no sense to me. Obviously, I hear the narrative of, oh, it's Arsenal's time. Arsenal should go and win it. It's the 3rd year challenging. But we don't have the right to win it. We have 2 other teams who are there challenging to win the trophy and also have done it over the last 8 or 6 years, however you want to look at it, whatever period you want to put it at. So
yeah, but Leicester didn't do the same. Leicester just turned up and done their thing at that time. They never said.
Where's Leicester, bro? Leicester relegated, bro. Leicester have been relegated. Well, like all of these unicorns that come out, they don't happen too often, bro. How many unicorns come out, win a trophy, and are still competing? Like, it doesn't happen, bro. Arsenal have been one of the biggest clubs in the United Kingdom for almost a century right now, bro. Like, and it's like, obviously, yeah, we look at it. It might sound silly coming from me, innit? But if you look at it, we've won 13 trophies in 100 years, bro. We're still waiting for City to come and eclipse us in regards to trophies. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're still like, our trophy has 10. City have 10 Premier Leagues. Arsenal have 13. Obviously, they amassed that in the last 20 years. Which, first of all, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. But this is why I don't hear. This is why I don't hear the whole, the mad pressure that's on City right now from rival fans. I'm thinking, bro, these man just done a 4-peat, and all of us have had our downfall, like our period when we went down, like we didn't perform the way we should have, and you know what I'm saying. You didn't win the league. We didn't win the league since Conte. United doesn't win the league since Ferguson and that. So, but City can't fall off. You get me? Those are one team that can't fall off. Liverpool, they fell off a couple of times.
Listen, as an Arsenal fan, I need them to fall off drastically, bro. I'm waiting for.
Oh, you improve, but okay. Let's go to this season. Yeah, you've done great. You see the signings you had this season.
Yeah,
you see the Gyökeres signing. I'm gonna put that down as a very good signing, innit? Or great signing. Like, I'm not doing the whole. How can I say this? I'm not trying to downplay it or something. I'm just saying it's a very good signing, innit? We don't know yet what happens in the future, but as a striker and that, it's a very good signing. Now, all we've heard for like years is that all you needed was a out and out 9 and that striker, whatever is gonna win you the games. You now got that, innit? You got the backup to Saliba, even though Mosquera used to play most of his game left centre back, but he can do a job there.
I'm not a Mosquera fan. I'm not gonna lie.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm saying, you know what? It didn't make sense. He's played most of his games at either right back or left centre back. So maybe he could do a job there, but it doesn't necessarily make sense. As in, you're not replacing him as a right centre back. Nkappi, I told you, I rate him, innit? Yeah. Goalkeeper sometimes shaky, but he's been as a shot stopper. Sometimes he's calm, innit? It's just when he runs out his own box. For me, defensively, Raya. No, I think he's a good goalkeeper. Cold, bro. No, but he has those bozo moments where he starts playing outside those own box and that, and it can cost you because a lot of man clock that one, innit? Like, you get it. If you know, it can cost you. But he's a good goalie. I'm not gonna say anything. My issue's always been your midfield, innit? Your midfield and your forward line or that your forward line, you got the Saka, you got Gyökeres, obviously you got Eze, which is an upgrade now. That left hand side, we know about that left hand side, but you know easily that once one of them starts dropping, it's a big drop off, innit? It's a big drop off from a Gyökeres to a Havertz, or from a Havertz to a Marino. Even though Marino, we know that he's bags, but it's a weird one, innit? He's someone that shouldn't be there, but you could say that, you know what, he can do a job, whatever, cool. That's fine. But I'm saying, if you're gonna start looking at Liverpool's attack or the other people's attacks here, your let's just say your attack might not be the greatest, but if it does a job, that's good, innit? But if you want to progress the ball from defense to midfield, you need a proper midfield, bro. And your midfield, you can't say to me that, let's say, you're partying, or forget parties, other stuff. Yeah, we're talking about football. You can't say that you're not gonna miss his football and stuff that he's done to you last season. I think that's something that a lot of people have highly, like, he's highly underrated from what he's done for you last season, innit? I think it was criminal to put him at right back. I don't know what you feel about the whole thing, but I thought it was criminal to put him at right back. But then you need to put him next to, every time he's played next to Declan Rice in the pivot, you man cooked it midfield. The minute you put him away, or you put him in a lone six, what's his name? Declan Rice, you start having problems in midfield, bro.
Yeah, I don't. Honestly, like I feel like people just love to complain, innit? And I think that's what it is majority of the time. If man's looking at my team from my personal opinion, right? Like you stated, we made a good number of good signings this summer, and I feel at least 5 of the 8 signings are good signings. We've already been through that. Not Declan Rice, Zubimendi, Gyökeres, Eze, Nkappi, and then Madueke. Now,
but Zubimendi for me is like it's a bit iffy. I'm not really sure about Zubimendi.
Obviously, like, and you see, this is the thing about football players. Obviously, I'm not gonna pretend like, oh, I've watched Zubimendi, in Spain and for Villarreal and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I have to see Zubimendi over, I don't know, half of the season or the course of the season for me to decide if I actually feel he's better than Partey. But
I'm with you on that. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I rated Partey so highly. So highly. And this issue with Partey playing right back, bro, we didn't have a right back, bro. That's why Partey was playing right back. Like, it's...
Yeah, but whose fault is that, though? Whose fault is that?
Whose fault is that? I don't know. You can put it down to
Edu.
I
could see that.
Put it down to Arteta.
I saw that smile, you know. I saw that smile. You're violating the thing, blood. You know whose fault that is, blood. Bro, I told you, bro. I'm the one guy. You know what I'm on? I'm on the whole keep your friends close and your enemies closer, blood. Why do you think I do all the tunes with the Arsenal fans? I can't get played, fam. I know whose fault that is, blood. You get me? I know. Because remember, Ben White started the season was a bit iffy. Then we found out he was playing injured or something. And then after that, with the whole Timber thing happened. So he never had the right back. I hear that, innit?
Literally, but we didn't have no options, bro.
But it's mad that... But this is the thing. This is where you look at like a Declan Rice and say, yo, why can't he play the lone six? Where's the other midfielder? Where's the other options for you to play?
Bro, I think he can play the lone six though. Like, what is this now? Honestly, where did he play at West Ham for his entire?
No, but but this is the thing. This is the thing. I'm with you on that. But you know what? You know what context you put on the side? What? That's West Ham. Their way they used to play is not the same the way you play. Right. Do you remember them man used to sit back, and then when they hit you on the counter, Declan Rice has all that space to run into. You guys, where did he usually get the ball? Obviously, he gets the ball sometimes, depending if he goes deep, he gets the ball deep. But or you lot are playing low blocks, so he can't make those runs to break line. Like, because with him, he doesn't break lines with his passes. He runs.
Yeah.
Exactly. He can't do that because you guys play a lot of low blocks.
He's better as an 8 then.
Yeah, but the problem is that his passing. He's always been able to strike a ball. I've said that from early. I've never said that he's been rubbish or whatever. Like, but you know, he could always strike a ball. Yeah. I've never. He used to hit half volleys and that at West Ham outside the box. No issues with that. His issues are if you put him in a lone six, for example, you can tell me he's not good on the half turn. You see, man, just slip on the half turn all the time. You get me? He's allergic to passing forward. Which some people say is the manager's instructions, but sometimes it's literally right there. When he played in the 8 last season, and even in the Euros, I watched him closely. Let's say Arsenal. I
Yeah,
don't always watch Arsenal, but when I watch the Euros and that,
yeah.
we can't blame that on a manager's instruction. Does that make sense? There's two things. Either one, the manager don't like. Either one, let's say, the one thing I noticed with him is two things. Yeah, when he plays in the eight, he likes to hide behind his man. So he goes. You know how he kind of goes in. You know how Messi hides behind his man, but there's some reason there's always space when people move around,
Yeah.
and he's always in space, even though he looked like he was hiding. He does a
Now,
similar thing, but with him, he's never
mm,
an option in the eight. Yeah, when he's in the eight, he's never an option for someone to pass him the ball.
yeah.
Now, okay, cool. You can say he's hiding, whatever. That you can say that's subjective or whatever. That's calm. But I've seen this thing with him where I don't know if you notice it. He carries the ball all the way to the winger, and then he just makes a 2-yard pass. You never seen that? He goes to Saka. Declan Rice, he gets the ball, he dribbles, he holds on to the ball for too long, and then he kind of runs towards a player, and then he just passes it 2 yards, and he runs back again.
No, I've seen that. I've seen that. I'm not gonna pretend
Now,
like I ain't seen
this
that.
is the thing.
But,
As a passer, my issue is if you're gonna play him a bit further forward, you need to have better passing. The
but hear
problem, if
what
you
I'm
play him on
saying.
the
But
lone
listen,
six, you need him to have better passing.
but hear what I'm saying, bro. There's different talents. And look, if Odegaard wasn't stinking up the place as much as he's been stinking up the place for the last year and a half, no one will be talking about Declan Rice passing the ball, bro. Because the person who's meant to be passing the ball is not passing the ball.
Okay, I agree with that. That's fine. But this is how you look at it as well. Look at it like this. I'm with you. But this is why I say play him in the double pivot. If you remember the Euros, he had Kobe Mainoo next to him. He was good.
Yeah,
you get me. So he can do a bit of the defensive side, and then someone else will go forward.
Bro, we played the double pivot in pre-season. Him and Zubimendi and
him and Norgard as well, innit? Norgard, whatever.
And Norgard, yeah, bro. We played the double pivot in pre-season, and I'm not gonna lie to you. That game, I was like, raw. I've never seen this setup, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I've never seen a setup for Arsenal, and it looked good. We look like, oh, nah, these man are actually controlling the midfield. Like we have two destroyers protecting the CAM. No problem. Like I think like playing Declan Rice in a pivot is excellent. But like what my issue here is the person who's meant to be completing the attack for us has been breaking down the attack. So now everyone else focuses on the rest of the team. I'm talking about what they're doing. You understand? I'm focusing on what Declan Rice is doing. Bro, Declan Rice is bombing up and down the field. Number one, he's an engine. Now, obviously, everyone's different. And this is the thing I love about football. Everyone's different. Everyone has different opinions. Like, how many managers in this day and age still want an engine in midfield? They want someone who's consistently running up and down that midfield.
Not a lot. But you might have one of them, and the other one, like we have that, and we have like a Caicedo, but then Enzo can do the whole passing thing.
Yeah,
you get me. You need a blend of both. Where even though Caicedo's really good with his passing,
that's why we got Zubimendi, bro.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing with Zubimendi. As much as I rate him when he plays for Spain, when I watch him at Arsenal, I remember watching him at Real Sociedad, innit? And he used to do the thing where he passes more diagonally. So he'll make the passes to Martinelli and a lot more passes to let's say a Saka on the wing. He'll progress the ball that way. Similar to Rice when he does that. You know how he just what's it called? He just passes the ball out wide, like to the wing. Yeah. The problem is that sometimes you need that guy like a Zubimendi to break the lines from the defense so that you can turn him mid, like Eze can get the ball or Gyökeres can hold the ball for Eze and then Eze makes that run. Do you get it?
Listen, my thing is it's only been 3 games, so we can't really judge Zubimendi on those 3 games in regards to him passing the ball forward.
Okay, we can do that. All right, you see Zubimendi and that, fine, that's cool because remember it's 3 games.
Yeah,
the problem is you can't have, let's say, okay, I'm gonna put all the like new signings thing aside. So this is nothing to do with the new signings, yeah. This is more to do with the fundamentals, like if you had a manager for 6 years or 7 years, you know the reason to have a project is because you want an identity, you need a way of playing, or that build that, like a bit like Brighton. You know, like Brighton have a way of playing.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. That's what he wants to say. This guy's a fraud. All right, then you build that, and then you start taking out players that you think weren't good enough, like a Mustafi at the time, or this guy and that guy. You bring in Saliba, and then what happens? Your team's built and ready to go.
Yeah.
So at this point, you should be putting the players that suit the way you play.
Yeah.
And then at this point, the way of playing is calm. Do you remember when you like already had the way you're playing at the time and you brought Declan Rice and he just suited the way you played?
Yeah.
Like that. So my issue now is that you man are just playing, bro. You can't come here and tell me that you don't play majority of the ball in the air, fam. Every time I watch Arsenal, it's literally cross. It's just kicking the ball in the air,
That's cap, man. That's cap.
That's not cap, bro. That's not cap. This is the thing.
We're not a crossing team, bro. We're not Stoke, bro. And that's what I'm saying to you. This narrative is bull crap, bro. We're not Stoke. This, like, honestly, I don't understand. I actually don't understand it. People.
So why is Gyökeres suffering, bro?
Bro, Gyökeres is suffering because number one, Martinelli is a donut. You understand?
Nah. Don't blame Martinelli. He's not the only person that surpassed him.
Bro, Martinelli's a donut and Odegaard is stupid. Bro, those are the two reasons, bro. There is no other reason as to why Gyökeres ain't got as many goals as he should have already. As far as Gyökeres should have scored 5 goals in my opinion, bro. Minimum, bro. Because my man, bro, we talk about
I'll back Gyökeres on one thing.
Go on.
One thing. He didn't necessarily get the service.
No, bro, not necessarily, bro. He got no service, bro. No service. Not he didn't necessarily.
Yes. But what's that got? Do you think that has to do with all on the players, or do you think that the style of play has something to do with that?
Bro, I think it's a bit of both. But then again, look. Now, in fact, no. I think it's the players, bro. I think it's the players because, bro, there's been like when we're watching the games, everyone's sitting there saying, "Yo, pass him the ball," because everyone can see that there's space for Gyökeres to run into. The only people that can't see that Gyökeres has space to run into is Martinelli and Odegaard.
Yeah,
bro, no one else, bro. But everyone else on the pitch can see this brother needs the ball. And who passed Gyökeres the ball for him to have his first goal? Calafiori. Bro, Calafiori saw open space, slapped it to man. What did Gyökeres do? He did everything by himself and scored a goal. What's Martinelli doing the other day when him and Gyökeres are standing next to each other? Bro, my man's practically twerking for Gyökeres, bro. My man's just looking at the ball. What's he doing? Bro, that's a play with no IQ. So you can't sit here and tell me it's the manager's fault or it's the system's fault because we're going to have chances in the game no matter what. Arsenal Football Club always get chances. That's why people like Mikel Moreno can score as many goals as he can coming from centre mid because the guy is clinical enough. He knows how to strike the ball, and he's
Spanish, like he's Spanish. He low-key got some tech. He's just slow.
Yeah, bro.
So when you just put him there, he can do the job, bro. Like Giroud, even at Giroud's levels. Yes, and that's the problem with Gyökeres is as a striker, he don't suit the style of play you man play right now. This is why we were saying you man had to change the way you play to suit him more, to get basically to play in a way that kind of the ball goes to him, innit? That suits him. Now we know that maybe his heading is not his main point. You get it? He likes to shoot the ball and that. You get it? I'm not saying he's not good with his head, but from what we've seen, his heading isn't his greatest point, but he can score goals like we've seen in the Bilbao game, yeah? So we're with that. But I'm saying, like, with him, he's more, and I watched him for Sweden the other day.
Yeah.
What you guys need to do is almost attract the opposition to come towards you to have that space in behind. He only really thrives running towards the ball. Like, you know how Martinelli, Watkins and them man do it?
Yeah.
That's his best attribute. Run into space. The problem is that if you're gonna play a lot of teams that are gonna play low block, so how are you gonna figure that one out? So you have to find ways or patterns of play so that you can get the ball to him.
But as a striker, as a top striker, you should learn how to adapt, bro. You need to learn how to adapt. Like the brother has worked all his life to get to this position to play for a top club. Now he's at a top club. We know you can strike the ball, bro. Gyökeres, we know you can take.
But why not Arteta change his way? Why do you want Gyökeres to change his way?
No, bro.
Because remember, he's gonna come with his proven way of scoring goals.
Yes, sir.
That's the best to get out of him.
Look, yes, sir. Look. I agree with you. What I said, that it's the system, it's the manager. You understand what I'm saying? The manager needs to change the system, but at the same time, some players also need to, like, bro, everything works hand in hand with each other. Like, You have to
I
work.
agree. Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on
You
that.
get what I'm
All right.
saying? Everything works hand in hand
Yeah.
with each other. So if you're
He also has to put it in. Like he also has to do his bit. That's what you're
exactly,
saying. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he
Okay,
also
cool,
has to
cool,
do
cool.
his bit in learning how the team plays and learning
Mhm.
what positions to be at. Because
Yeah.
it's like, bro, you know you're gonna get chances. It does, bro. Gyökeres, you can even save yourself the energy, bro, from running 90 minutes, bro. That game against Liverpool, bro, the brother was running for 90 minutes. I've never seen someone do so much cardio and never receive the ball. I've never seen it, bro. He
But
was
that's the
literally just
problem. That's
running.
what happens with strikers. You know what it is. Yeah, I played up front, innit? Like
Yeah,
at my later stages, yeah, because I used to play more of a winger, and then I realized, yo, the my ligament's gone on the left ankle. There's no point in me just doing this running. I'm gonna run when I need to run, innit? So I played up front, and then I started realizing that's the only position really where at some point you don't get the ball.
yeah,
Like there's times where you don't get the ball, so you need to make the most of
at
it when
all.
you do, innit? But this is
Yeah,
the thing. For me, there's two type of strikers, isn't it? There's that running behind striker, and then you have the guy who can hold up the ball, link up play. Now, that could be your Havertz. Like you know how he holds up the ball, your players can come and link up and all that. Cool. But then if you're gonna have that kind of striker that when he links up, he also needs to have that pace to start running in behind whenever let's say he holds the ball up, passes it to Eze, boom, he
yeah,
turns and he runs in behind. You get me? Because
yeah.
now he's attracted. Similar to what Kane does on that. Because remember,
Mm,
Kane realizes he ain't got the pace to get in the box. So what does he do? He provides for the wingers that go out wide.
yeah.
Now, of course, at your team, you got that left winger that's dead. You get me? So I know what you mean with that. But this is the thing: your curse is neither a provider
Yeah,
or someone that can hold up the ball like that. You get me? You know what I'm talking about. Every time the ball goes to him, it
I
bounces
agree.
away. But
I agree.
if this is what I'm saying, okay, he has to do his bit, like you said, and I agree with that. But at the same time, the team has to kind of change the way you play because if it doesn't, then you start seeing him being one of those players that literally just ghosts in it. And it's not really on him, but you get the point. He's just there. You're not getting anything out of him, and then it's a big loss. This
And you
is
see,
why, and the striker can't do anything about that really. When it's that bad, where sometimes he gets one chance a game and that,
yeah.
you can't really always blame the striker.
No,
Does
I
that make
agree.
sense?
But
And this is why you see a lot of man blame Arteta, not the striker. Do you get my
yeah,
point?
no,
It's
I
not
agree.
because he's not good, but once you start realizing, man, like you said, he ran the whole game, and I can barely remember him have a shot. If I could be wrong, he may have not even had a shot.
Bro, I don't think
I
he
think
had
it
a
was
shot.
Madueke and Calafiori or something, or
Bro,
somewhere like that, that had the shot.
it
So
was one of the worst performances I've ever seen from a striker in my life. I swear to God, bro. I've never seen man just run consistently. The
this is
amount of
why
time.
me personally, I don't like those kind of strikers. As much as I
No,
know
bro.
that they got men and that, but
Yeah,
brother, I can't sit on the TV and watch the ball get pinged to you like 3 times and it's bouncing back. Me personally, yeah, I've had that with
yeah,
Lukaku. Similar thing. He was supposed to be someone that's supposed to be able to, you get me, hold up the ball and that. He could only hold up the ball when he's leaning against you. But if you actually fist the ball into him, remember that's where the whole Timberland boots thing and all that the jokes came from. But they had him wearing Timberland boots, jeans, and a JD bag. Remember that's what they done to him. But this is my point. So this is what I'm saying, and I remember. Do you know what happened to us?
wow.
Tuchel never adapted to play in a way that suited my man, innit? That super
Right.
suited Lukaku. When we played you lot at the time, I think we
Yeah.
beat you when you first came in. Do you remember? Was it Pablo Mari he showed about? Do you remember that?
Yeah, bro. And he never played
Remember?
a game after that, bro. Pablo Mari
Yeah.
got
So what did we do? We passed it to Reece. He held up the ball, passed it to Mason Mount or something. Mason Mount out wide. He just turned out wide to Reece James.
yeah,
Lukaku turned on Pablo Mari, left him in midfield, and just headed the ball in the box. Like that was the way we should have played. That's the way that kind of suited him. What
it
did we
finished.
start doing? We started telling him to do the link up thing, and then he found himself far away from the box. Do you get me? He just found himself dropping deep and not getting the ball in the box. And then he
Yeah,
ended up saying, listen, they never really adjusted to the way I wanted to play. Not necessarily I wanted to play, but to get the best out of me.
yeah.
You get me?
No,
This
I
is what
hear
I'm
you.
saying. I'm not saying it's more to get the best out of your chorus. Not really he needs to perform. It's more to say, yo, get the best out of him. But in
Say
terms
no.
of the team, I
Yeah,
understand that obviously you got the Saka injury, whatever. But if those things you and I could have said from last season, bro. Grade 3, you can't
yeah.
rush a man back.
I
I
hear
have
you.
Reece James. I know about that. Obviously, we know about the KDB thing when he done his hamstring. You seen
Yeah,
how
yeah,
long it took him to ever get back. So the whole thing about just rushing in preseason play every game and that was mad for me already. And you should have bought a suitable replacement. Now you could say that's Madueke. You get me? And I'm not really arguing that because I've always said to people, I think BBK's in the chat. I told him, I said, yo, Madueke is not as bad as people make him to be.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. The whole Madueke thing, yeah, the whole Madueke thing was only outrage. The outrage was simple. No one, Arsenal fans wanted the club to spend on the main players
Rodrigo,
first, the likes of Gyökeres, the likes of Eze, and Nketiah. That's what we wanted first. But obviously, they went and done it anyways, which is unusual. If you know Arsenal's history, it's them and are going to buy dead wood and never buy the players that we need. So what Arsenal fans felt was rightful outrage because we know the pattern of the club usually. You get what I'm saying?
Bro, I've been saying this the whole summer. And I know you came in my chat. I used to say that the people like Lee and Northside, they have a right to be angry because there's a pattern. Even I could tell you the pattern. You buy one player that you need, and then you take a while to not sign anyone. You get linked to everyone, and then you just get deadwood at the end. And then they were supposed. And at this point, this window as well, it was you got linked with a lot of players, Gyökeres, Sesko, whatever. And then people started to get worried again because they thought, yo, Berta we thought he came to do different things.
Exactly.
So they had the right to be worried with the way they did because it looked kind of like, is man a fraud or what's he doing? So I'm with you on that. But do you also think that part of it is that, I'm not saying you're lucky because I know you're Arsenal, but do you think you're also kind of lucky in a way that someone like a Gyökeres and then Eze really wanted to come to Arsenal? I'm not saying that they wouldn't. Obviously, you're Arsenal. I'm not saying it's like your local club and that. But like like how Mbeumo wanted United. Like you were in that situation.
I wouldn't say it's luck. I wouldn't say it's luck. I think it's the work that Arteta has done over the last couple of years. Because if we didn't challenge over the last couple of years, these players, a player like Zubimendi, a player like Nketiah, would not want to come to Arsenal. A player like Gyökeres wouldn't want to come to Arsenal. The only one of those players who would probably want to come to Arsenal is Eze because he's a fan. You get what I'm saying? He's moving from Crystal Palace to Arsenal Football Club. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a hell-end boy. So he would have probably been happy. But in regards to the Zubimendi and all of them, man ain't coming to Arsenal. Even Declan Rice, bro. You think Declan Rice would have come to us, bro, if we didn't look like we're challenging or we're starting to compete. So I definitely think it's because of the work Arteta's done over the last couple of years. But we're about to end the show, and I just wanna ask you a quick question, Yasser. Will Arsenal or will Chelsea finish above Arsenal? Give us your verdict.
Well, you thought I was gonna come and do the no testing, bro. Of course, Chelsea is gonna finish above Arsenal. Clip it again. You know what I'm saying? Clip it on your channel as well, blood. You know that one. Bro, we play in football. I know this season we've started a bit slower. You get me? Obviously, we got the Sugo injury and that we found out the other day as well, that the Caicedo backup got injured. But we have a way of playing. We know the way we play. The players know how we play football. We also have now, with the problems, we also have fixed the striker thing that we didn't have last season, which is important to fix in your spine, innit? So for me, I'm not worried, innit? Because we went and cooked Liverpool last season, blood. You get me? They couldn't finish our chances, blood. So I feel like, and for me, you have to go to any of those teams. We played City and went band for band with them. So like this season, I want to see something, innit? Do you get it? I know that obviously we got the injuries, but for me, that's not necessarily an excuse. This is why you have depth. This is why you have a squad, innit? So like you've seen it, blood. I'm expecting minimum second or third, blood. You get me? Depending on how City performs. That's more to put respect on City because I know Pep is there and that. But if they don't perform, I'm expecting a second. You get me? That's what I expect minimum.
I hear you. We got a comment here from Stu MC. It says Chelsea still have a shifty defense and keeper. Next year you challenge. What do you think?
Listen, bro. Listen, man said we won't win the Club World Cup. I even had man telling me I'm not winning the Conference League. Like, you get me? So, bro, you get me? Like, this is the thing. You can keep doubting us, and you get me. I was told that man gonna cook me, and they couldn't cook me, blood. You know what I'm saying? One season on YouTube, you get me, 2 trophies, blood. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, bro. It's not even on a disrespectful thing. Like, I feel like I can put that confidence in my squad, innit? You get me? Like, you know, if your team, if you know your team's like playing football and that, you can expect them to do a job, innit? So listen, especially with Tottenham, you don't really know what they're gonna do yet. You get me? Forest, like they got Ange now. You look at United, they still look like, you know what I'm saying, they're suffering out there with that fraudulent Portuguese manager. You get me? And we blame Northside for that, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Easy peasy. But that's the thing, like for me, when I look at, I think the top four is kind of set in it. I think you guys are definitely in it. We're in it. City's in it. Liverpool's in it. I think the order is going to be depending on what we do and what we perform and all that kind of stuff in it, and how it's going to work with the whole Champions League stuff. But no, I still think we're going to end up second. What about you?
Yeah. In regards to where Arsenal will finish this season, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm putting my neck on the line, and I'm going for. This sounds crazy, but I'm going for a win, bro. I'm going for the Premier League, bro.
All right, cool. No, I don't expect any less though. Like at this point, I'd want to win the league too. You get me? That's what I'm saying.
And there's no like I can't deal with the second thing anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like in my opinion, we competed for 2 seasons. Last season we didn't compete because last season we just stayed second for the whole season, stayed stagnant. Okay. Liverpool ran away with the league in December. Like it was done. You get what I'm saying, innit? So
can I say something? I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, but you remember, last season, I know that you were kind of started to focus on the Champions League at the end,
yeah.
But it was you could have almost lost second at that point. Remember, you lost against Bournemouth and some other team.
Yeah.
If you kind of switch on at the end, towards the end, you kind of lost it. So this is why I was like, ooh, you know what? Just remember, like City was supposed to be so poor, somehow managed to get themselves in the Champions League. We were poor, like, but we had I think we lost. I think we didn't get points in 9 games or something like that. We had a disgusting run. From like around December time and that. So and we still managed to get the top 4. So for me, it was like maybe it is closer than we actually think. So if we do pattern up in certain areas that we had big problems in, you can see it.
I hear you. Got a
comment who does this youth support? Who does this youth support? Is it City?
Hey, Stu MC. I think it's I don't know. It says you want a glorified pre-season friendly against teams who battled for titles and cups. As for your UFA LD Advanced Conference League, that was designed for the likes of lesser European teams. He's talking about
Conference League. Yeah. The Conference League though. You know what? People always mess up. You know we were supposed to be in that Europa League. But United beat City in the FA Cup final, so they got the Europa League.
Yeah,
and they pushed us down the Conference League.
Yeah.
So it wasn't by choice, but it helped us complete the set. So now what are you saying now, blood?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, that's excellent.
No, for you to be in the Club World Cup, you need to have some heritage in Europe. And at least won the thing.
But yes, sir. Be honest with yourself, though. Club World Cup is a glorified shenanigans, though.
Listen, what do you mean glorified shenanigans? You hear me? PSG was there. You hear me? All the teams was there, blood. You get me? When you know what it is? You know what it is, bro.
Bro. Hold on.
How about this? Hit me up when you can beat PSG. You get me? When you can beat PSG, that's when you hit me up. You get me? Yeah, even Tottenham tried and then they fell off. Yeah, we spanked them, man, blood. Exactly. You know what I mean? What's he saying though? Who did he support? Let me check the comments.
Stu MC, who do you support, bro? Stu MC says a lot for the quality of the English Premier League. Chelsea and Newcastle both drunkenly staggered into USC last year. I don't know, man. I don't look at it that way. I feel like the competition is the competition, and you compete with who you compete. The Premier League is exactly the way it is because every team can beat each other. So I wouldn't necessarily say drunkenly staggered. I just feel like, that's where they ended the season at 4th. And the table doesn't lie. It depends on how you perform throughout the whole season. Doesn't matter if you're performing crap at the start of the season. if you finish the rest of the season strongly, you're in a higher position. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's just depending on how your season goes. But yeah, I'm not gonna discredit Chelsea.
It's for me. Last season when Maresca came in, my target was top 4 because I know you went on YouTube. Yeah, my target was top 4 and win another trophy. You see that champion, the Europe, what's it called, the Conference League thing?
Yeah,
that was a given. When I saw that, I was like, nah, if we don't win it, I might have to look at the manager sideways a little bit. You get me?
I hear you.
But those were the ones that had to be done, innit? So now you have to change your expectation. I can't keep saying top 4. That's the mad thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. But
you got a challenge now still.
We got to challenge. Yeah, let's see what you say. Let's see in the comment. Maresca, like, we're gonna ignore him now because man ain't answered the question, which means he's deflecting. Like. Yeah, he's deflecting. He's deflecting. I know what he's done. Yeah.
Big up the viewers. Big up to everyone who's locked in. Everyone who's also liked and subscribed. Come on, people. Make sure to subscribe to Yasser TV. If you guys have enjoyed the stream today, enjoyed the debate, you know what I'm saying? Just leave more comments. Make sure to like, share, and yeah, man, we'll probably be back with another one in the future. But this is episode 1 of the debate. Shout out to Yasser. This was an amazing stream.
Yeah, big up to you, really.
Yeah, I'm saying thank you for joining, bro. Proper appreciate it. So you made it a good stream, man. We got to make this a regular soon in the future, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I've got a couple ideas I'm gonna run by you, and then yeah, man, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
100%. Last one more comment. Let's leave this comment and leave. He's a rookie. Even Ariola has done it with a Mickey Mouse Bournemouth squad. Yeah, he's trolling.
What has he done? You know what I'm saying? What has he done? Like,
he's trolling.
Yeah.
Shout out to Stu MC, bro. Shout out to Stu MC. We got a new troll in the chat.
Yeah.
He says, I'm not deflecting. He's answered. He says, I'm not deflecting. I follow Sevilla. No Russian blood money here. I used to like Chelsea when they had class, Zola, and had more than them all the last 20 years. All right. Sevilla fan. Interesting. I love that. Thank you for joining Stu MC. Please hit subscribe. Make sure to subscribe to Yasser TV as well. And then yeah, man, we're out. We're gonna be back with more content as soon as possible. And thank you everyone for joining, man. I'm out. Peace out. Yes, you want to say anything?
Nah, man, I'm good, man. Big up to you. Big up to the chat as well. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, man, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Indeed. Peace out, people. End stream.